Leslie, there's going to be water all around us.
Drinkable water.
All right, yeah.
Potable water.
Potent potables for 500, Trebek.
Do I not? I never did fix this, huh? Yeah, whatever. I really not, though. Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Zeta, you said you wanted to just sail around before going to Sothis. What did you want to do exactly?
Primarily, I wanted to rest.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine you guys would have already set sail and had a night to rest.
Yeah, because we're like level 13 now, right?
Yeah, that's why I made sure you guys did all your leveling. You know, then. Because all the checks going forward are going to be post-level. So, you guys have been sailing for a little bit. Let me go ahead and do one more thing. We will say you guys have sailed well into the night, with Zeta fantasiaing it as far as everybody else is concerned. So, realistically, Zeta, you have to be the one to give the heading, because while your unseen sailors can, pilot the ship, they're by no means navigators. So did you have any idea of what heading you were giving them? I'll say it's...
Hang on, I was prepared for this.
Epidaeus to 24th on a fire day, if anybody cares.
Thank God it's fire day.
Okay, it's not great, but that's good. That'll work. That's my profession sailor check to get them going.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that not a class skill?
Because it's just off the spell. Just a caster level check, isn't it?
But no, that's my profession sailor check.
Oh, yours. But they have their own profession sailor check.
They do.
Yeah.
And it is... absurd.
Yeah, they have a really high one. So I imagine they do whatever you tell them to do. But you can't just say, Tassothus, and they'll know what you're talking about, because they're...
Alright. Okay. That's their profession sail check.
So I'm sure Zeta's up top, barking out orders, trying to give her best boat language, spitting out things like crow's nest and swabby.
Well, I do have a +7, so I do know what I'm talking about.
Man, the poop deck.
Swab the crow's nest.
And in fact, you guys are actually like this is probably one of the few times that Zeta's actually seemed like coherent and competent at the same time. She's often competent and sometimes coherent, but never at the same time.
I guess another thing I'd like to ask is, have you modified the ship in any way?
No, we haven't really had the time to, because nobody wanted to go to the ship for anything ever. Everybody hates the ship.
Knowing that we're setting out, I'm going to take a rank of profession sailor. This level is...
Sure, do it.
I'm fishing.
But that was something that I did bring up last week, and I will bring up again, is before we really start like heading off and all over the place, does anybody like this is the Skelly boat has not been modified since like the Friends of West Crown. So like, do you guys want to install any components, or do you guys need like a crafting room, or like the boat is your oyster?
do we really have the time to do that sort of thing? Because Olaf
Whoa.
could be on our tail any minute.
We're gonna be on a
Well,
long
any
trip.
day.
We'll have
Why
time in
would
the water.
Olaf doesn't even know where we are.
I'm fishing.
Yeah, we could definitely make something happen. I mean, do we have money to build said enhancements?
Maybe.
Because that's
What do
gonna.
you have?
I happen to have a lyre of building,
Ooh.
so we can get stuff done and pretty quick.
Well, then I think it's time to get stuff done.
Let's see. Are we talking like vehicle customizations then?
I would presume as such. I would like to set up like a room on the boat to offer as like a what's a good way to put this? A ritual chamber.
Okay.
So that we
Go
can
on.
we can talk to Randall a little bit better in a little bit more of a safe space.
Yeah, it'd be nice to put a little aquarium for Snips to chill in there, so he can focus his power
And for Don to put fish.
for Snips to eat.
Yeah.
Don pulls up undead shark.
I remember
Check it
when
out,
this
guys.
crab.
Put this in the aquarium. Undead sea bass. Yeah. I was more thinking like statistic enhancements to the ship and/or weapons.
I don't think we have the supplies to create weapons.
I don't think we have the supplies for that. I
Is
have
West
spent
Crown
the
selling
vast
any
majority
cadence?
of my money on building magic items for you guys.
I mean, we
Got-
spent some time stocking up for the trip, did we not?
I assume you spent most of the afternoon and set sail in the
Yeah.
evening.
I
Yeah.
assume
we
loading
we
the
intended
ship
to
takes a
we
little
intended to
while.
sleep on the ship overnight as well, from what I remember.
Mhm.
Set up for the morning.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I mean, Zeta can tell the unseen sailors to man the ship while you guys sleep.
Unseen sailors.
That's one of the things that ships don't move very fast, but the fact that they can move 24 hours is the selling point.
because we can.
Set up a scrying chamber.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
You guys have plenty of space to work with. This is a cargo ship. There is obviously a captain's quarters on the main deck. Below there's a cargo hold, and then below that still there is a what do you call it? The place where the crew sleeps. Just a bunch of hammocks
Like-
mostly.
Getting like a better look around the ship. Does it seem like the shield may have left anything?
Mm. Give me. I guess this will be perception as you're just digging around, looking through stuff. Okay. I mean, you dig through some closets. There's all manner of mundane things you would hope to find on a ship. There's buckets and crates and things. Most of them empty, but you do find about 16 trail rations in one of the crates that seems to have been forgotten.
Hey, jackpot. I'll just add that to the stock of food.
So, you guys probably sail for a good part of the morning, and the sailing is rather dreary for the most part, because sailing's already fairly boring as is, especially when you're not doing any part of the actual sailing. But you
Joke's
know,
on you guys.
the
Ah,
fact
fish.
the fact that you can only see a couple hundred feet due to the ever-present haze it's not much for sightseeing. So basically, as soon as you guys got out of port, you were, as far as you could tell, on the open seas with nothing to look at.
Is the sky black as far as we can see?
Yeah.
Is it everywhere?
Well, you can only see, like I said, there's the haze that surrounds you guys. I feel like maybe I haven't harped on enough. It's like a medium fog, but it's not. It's much darker, so it eats light. You can tell when it's daytime. You can tell where the sun is based on the fact that it's slightly lighter in that part of the sky. But you can't see the sun or the sky. You can only see a few hundred feet, usually.
Cool. I'm interested to see if we can ever break the bank of.
And as you're sailing, pretty much as Aubrey is thinking about this, the warm glow of the sun finally creeps across the deck and embraces anybody above deck like a warm hug from a
Haha.
loved one. And you see blue skies above you for the first
Wonderful.
time in the last month.
Okay, knowing that, can I find a map and start charting where we are and the extent of the fog?
Give me a survival check.
I have an astrolabe, so I can use intelligence on it now.
Okay.
Astrolabe. Because who needs one
I
of those
believe
astrolabes?
astrolabes gives you.
Yeah, let me make sure what it is. It's something
I
about.
believe it only works at
intelligence.
night,
1 second.
because it goes off of the stars. Fishing intensifies.
Oh no, archives is now this is not working. Oh, there it is.
You can use it during the day to
Ah.
determine date and
Yeah.
time.
I can use it to. I can use my intelligence to survival to avoid becoming lost, but not in general.
The
Okay.
bottom disc represents the latitude.
So that is just a normal survival.
And then one of the other things that you notice after breaking the fog, you can actually see other ships in the distance to the south.
How many?
A few here or there.
Are they
There's-
like in motion or stationed?
It's hard to tell at the distance you're at.
Should we circle around and see what's up over there? Maybe they're investigating the fog as well.
I feel like we should leave them alone.
Do they have anything discernible on their sails? Anything identifiable?
Not from this
Kinda hard.
distance. We're talking about the only reason you can see them is because there's nothing else on the horizon.
Let's say, Zeta, produce the looking glass.
I'll produce a telescope. Or not telescope, spyglass. Zeta has also at some point, and you guys aren't really sure when, acquired a tricorn hat.
Liking the new look, Zeta. Do we see anything through the spyglass?
Who's doing the perception?
Captain.
Captain.
Well, then why did you ask? Okay,
He asked you to produce it, and I'd give it to him.
Yeah, just
you're
produce.
right. You're right.
I'm not telling you how to live your life, Zeta.
Apparently, you're telling the captain how to do their job, though.
It's
Oof.
Very
There's-
disrespectful.
She might need to be told how to do her job.
Apparently,
these ships are too far out to get any real information, but it is
Maybe if you looked in the right
Oh.
side of the
Zeta,
spy
Zeta,
glass.
Send your eyes.
And I'm gonna
well,
grab
yeah,
it from Zeta.
that's the next step. Yeah, thanks, bud. Fucking asshole.
Do I see anything?
you would know that these ships are at least as large as your own.
How many were there?
There's a few. I mean, within
Few means two.
within the few hours that you'll be sailing today, you'll probably spot at least 3.
Yep, agreed. Let's stay away from them.
We've really no reason to want to involve ourselves with them in any way.
But we could sell them fish.
I say we just let
12,000.
Donovan do his fishing thing. And while we've been sailing, I have also been casting a spell.
Mhm.
But it takes 2 hours to finish, so it's still going. We're still casting a spell, but I want to say that we've been casting a spell.
Oh, well, nothing terribly important is going to happen in the next 2 hours.
Roll initiative.
So what's the spell do?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
You'll worry about that when it becomes something to worry about. Is
Okay. So
you know that's really all I can give you.
is it going to produce an effect when it's cast?
Yeah,
Okay. What effect is it producing?
we don't have to worry about that now. We've still got a few hours left. In fact, one might say we've got 2 hours left.
No, not really. Do a SpongeBob 2 hours later transition if it makes you feel better.
And we don't have to do that. I'm sure everybody's doing their own super important things.
I don't
I'm
think
fishing.
they are.
Fishing is
Exactly.
very important.
Sable is fishing with Don.
Excellent. An apprentice.
Sable is like Leela. All she can catch is boots.
Sad. An apprentice.
Francis is gonna stay inside and work on his material. He thinks he's got.
Leland is.
He thinks he's onto something.
It's survival for a fishing chick.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Don
If you're
has
not
a profession fisher.
Yeah. So, Leland baits his hook with a boot.
Catch boots with boots, of course.
Sable actually manages to use bait, but somehow catches a boot.
Hey, that's mine.
Aubrey, by the way, I want to consult you for some of this this new song I'm working on. If you can
I'd love
just
to
tell me a
hear.
little bit about Roland.
Rolling?
Randall?
Oh, you're not a true believer.
You're not
Just
a true
testing you.
believer.
It's just a tester. Aubrey, this is why I need you to teach me.
Of course,
I need
I'd
an
love.
expert on this before I write a song about it.
Sure, I'd love to hear it.
But yeah, I'm gonna spend some time with Aubrey and learn about some of the dark tapestry and
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Randall. What? He's from there, right?
I mean, sure, maybe. Aubrey doesn't know.
Can you put me into in? Can you put me in with him?
Try. It's
Come on,
never
Aubrey,
been,
put me in the group chat.
it's never been consistently successful, but I can try.
Open the faucet, Aubrey.
Open the
Yeah,
faucet.
this
and
could be
kill
good
switch.
inspiration.
Give me a will save.
It's
Kill
time.
switch.
It's time.
It's time to convert from Asmodeus to Randall.
Randalaeus.
KFC's going through his phase where he like goes to India. It's through his 60s phase.
I have a
Where's the
feeling you're
will
about to
save,
have
Francis?
a bad time.
Oh wait, let me double check. Make sure I didn't forget to update it.
Zeta, you gonna fish with us?
Maybe in a bit.
Yay.
Yeah, okay.
I have to figure out how to get rid of your armor.
Oh, no, I'm keeping the armor.
Oh. Okay, hang on.
I have to figure out how to get rid of the armor.
Oof.
In I go.
Gotta rewind a little bit now.
I was joking about getting rid of the armor.
So
That's
I
kill
still
fine.
need it. I'm
That's
a Hell
fine.
Knight.
We just rewind a little bit.
Um,
We got this.
I think I want to burn a hero point on that.
It's 2 wisdom damage.
Oh
Right,
no,
is he still
actually
going
it's
for a
fine.
ride?
It's fine. I'm not burning one on that. Never mind. I'm fine.
So Zeta, what are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with the knowledge that I do not need to break Don's armor now. We get rid of that. We get rid of that. Does anybody else want to be cursed? Francis? Francis?
Hold on. Francis is trying to get high.
Okay, cool. I'll ask you in a little bit.
He scratches his head and is like, I don't feel anything. Aubrey.
I'll ask you later. Don't worry about it.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
hold
say
on,
no.
kind of-
Zeta.
What kind of curse?
It's a curse to make you more renowned.
I know the curse, but ping, someone else has a G930.
Well,
Is that the one with the blue?
I
I
already
just-
have my pronoun.
Fuck.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'll give you that one. You win this round. You don't get cursed.
You could be more pronouned.
That's right. I need to put a new Revenant armor on
Leland.
Leland. And
How many days?
don't need 13 days. Don't need that. Need that. Don't need that. Want that. 2, 3, 6. Alright, sure, whatever, that's good enough. Da 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 da. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have a lot of spells now.
Okay. Also,
All right.
is Ebony still a statue? Okay.
Yeah, KFC.
No, But I'm sure she is loving what's going on with the fish right now.
Oh, I'm
but they're
sure.
not dead.
We can
free to keep trying.
We can
We
apply
can
a little
put
rot to them.
Yeah,
some
I'm sure
fish
she'll.
downstairs.
Just rub them on Leland.
I'm sure she has like a bucket
Ooh.
next to Donovan, and every time he passes a fish to her, she murders it and then puts it in the bucket.
All right. So, tell me again what's going on with these ships that are near us. Now
They're
that I'm
not near. Near's the wrongest. You couldn't have chosen a worse word.
okay.
Visible.
Relatively near us.
Relative
that's
to
near.
what?
Exactly.
The ones that are below the horizon.
So they're pretty far off.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll cast Prying Eyes.
What's your eyeballs flying out?
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if they can make it that. Oh, whatever. Their duration is fucking 13 hours. Who cares? Oh, but the range is only 1 mile. God damn it. Boo!
I mean, unless we're on a flat Earth,
Can't
they should
you?
be within a.
That's true.
can't
Are
you
we on a
send them
flat Earth?
through water?
Can I do what? Yeah, I can send them through water.
Just have them wander around underwater.
But I already know what's in the water. More water.
No. A mile
And
beneath the water.
Hang on, what's that?
Vale said and death. I said a mile underwater.
Oh, yeah, I can send them a mile underwater.
Oh man, you're about to see some shit.
All right,
Nope, they're
sure.
just not gonna come back. Actually,
I mean, they're alive for fucking 13 hours. Who cares? So, eyes! How many? 1d, what, 4 plus...
Cancer level.
Oh my god!
Chum the waters with eyes.
Don's
that-
gonna snatch one out the air and hook it onto his hook.
Ooh, good idea. It instantly dies.
Yeah. Only has 1 HP.
It has 1 hit point. Well, hang on. Make an attack roll, because it does have an AC of 18.
Ooh. Roll a 1.
It's your CMB.
Really attack rolling bait right now.
If you have any bonuses against constructs,
Nah, I don't think there's a way for me to not hit it. I'm sorry.
okay, well, you killed it.
That's a shame.
So now there's 16 eyes. So Prying Eyes, check. New cast of Revenant Armor on Leland, check. 13 hours of
13 days of
13 days of 13 days until it goes off, and then 13 hours of you running around. Good fun. Okay, and now we are going to begin the arduous process of a 2-hour-long spell. I'm going to ask for everybody, if you could. I don't mean to interrupt all of your terrific fishing, but it does seem like we have a lot of fish already.
We can never
So-
have enough fish, Zeta.
So we're going to cast a spell for 2 hours, and then at the end of 2 hours, I'm going to ask for everybody to come forward towards the deck of the ship, and please join hands.
I don't like where this is going, Zeta.
Don't worry about where this is going. Worry about where you're going.
Are we teleporting?
Don't worry about it. We're
Zeta,
going to.
I need to know what's going on before I decide to go through with it with you.
I'm going to order the unseen crew to full stop, and I'm going to produce a feather token anchor and anchor the ship.
Okay.
And with the completed casting, I will cast Create Lesser Demiplane.
Okay.
And if everybody could please join hands.
Don groans and gets off his stool.
KFC's gonna grab her hand.
Ebony, take the line.
She kind of bites onto it and angles
Wait,
it against a stool.
Hold on, Ebony, come hold hands.
No, this is adorable. Let her have this.
No, don't. She should probably hold hands.
Well, unfortunately, it is only up to 7 other creatures.
Can we put her in a token then?
Sure. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Put her in the token.
Come on, Ebony, get in the stone.
Please stop putting my dragon in a rock.
She's rock.
This is very much unnecessary, but okay. So with that, everybody goes flat, like they're 2-dimensional and disappear. As if they were flat and they turned to the side. And all of a sudden, everybody is inside an open void with a vast wooden floor and what looks like empty bookshelves lining everywhere. And there's a huge river that's going through the library.
Don's gonna sit down at the river and start fishing.
Unfortunately, there are no fish.
This is terrible.
I know.
I thought there would have been like bookfish.
Wait, hold on.
I would
Zeta,
emphasize lesser demiplane.
Oh,
can we summon inside of this plane? This demi-plane?
Pretty nifty, Zeta.
Because
Yes.
if so, okay, Don, hold still. And KFC is going to summon a bunch of dolphin into the river.
A bunch of dolphin?
Excellent.
24 plus 1.
So the library is, I have 390 10-foot cubes. I'm sorry, not. Getting a little ahead of myself there. 39 10-foot cubes. And it kind of stretches on for a long way.
So we're in a
like,
hallway.
yeah, it's a hallway. It's a very long hallway
With a river.
with a river that goes down the hallway. It's basically it's a library with a river running through it.
It doesn't seem very safe, Zeta.
It's very safe. It is the most safe place that you could be in right now.
Books and water this close to it?
There
Like,
are no books. They are empty bookshelves.
Zeta, where's your books?
I don't have them in here yet. You watched as I only just made this just now.
That quick, huh?
2 hours isn't what I would call quick.
Well, for a big
Ah.
hallway.
Yeah, you're right, Zeta. You could do it faster, but
I probably could have, but I appreciate, you know, the vote of confidence. Anyways, welcome. You guys are free to train in here at your leisure without damaging the ship. As I do stock it with books, please don't damage the books.
Easy enough.
You said there was no ceiling here?
The ceiling is a mist, a featureless void.
Zeta, why do you have a hallway in space?
Because I can.
I mean, it's cool and all, but why did we have to come in here?
Well, to show it to us, it's pretty amazing.
How would you
I assume
describe
so.
this to someone?
Good point.
Okay, very well. It's just what done now. So okay, bye. And as a standard action, I eject everybody from the demiplane.
Rough.
Back on
Oh.
the ship.
You may resist with a will saving throw if you want to.
Don does not resist and returns to fishing.
Okay. The demiplane is going to last for 13 days,
Okay.
and I can cast it again to increase the duration by 13 days.
Okay.
Or I can cast again to increase the size.
Sure.
So that's
A longer hallway.
it. I mean, I could make it wider. I
Or
mean, I could
taller.
make it taller. I don't care. I can make anything.
Okay.
How safe is it in there?
It's extremely safe. We're the only things that exist in there.
See, that could be a big benefit.
It's a huge benefit.
Yeah, think of all the moon beasts you can summon there.
All right, and with a standard action, I'll eject myself.
Okay.
Did anyone bring any beer?
We can stock beer in the demiplane, yes.
No, I mean, like, Don's fishing. He really wants some beer.
I said we were getting rum, but I have jokingly said it. But if anyone took it seriously, then we got.
Yeah, I assume we loaded the ship with all manner of food, water, beer, standard trade goods that are required for, like, what we assumed was a month's travel.
Yeah, I imagine you guys got enough water for a month.
Yeah, and if you want, just give me a price and we'll just pay it.
We'll say 20 gold.
How much for the beer? The
Yeah.
ale?
Can I add more to have bought, like, trade goods for Sothis?
What are you calling trade goods?
What do people buy in Sothis? What's regional?
What do people have in West Crown?
What can I take?
Take?
What's
With money.
available?
Give me knowledge local. We don't give him tea. Want to go to the land of Kave and be like, hey, you want some tea?
Yeah, like, what does West Crown export? Oil? Like,
Oil?
yeah,
West Crown didn't
lasagna?
really export much. It was more a port city.
Slave trade.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Yeah, we'll take some of them.
Well, slave
Yeah,
trade.
No, we won't.
Slave
They
trade
export
died a lot.
tieflings. Tieflings and halflings.
What a coincidence. I also export tieflings.
No, we do not.
Don, that was your idea, though.
Well, you heard the man.
If Francis tried to hop on board with a bunch of slaves, Don would have fucking killed him.
No, KFC's girlfriend's export tieflings.
Yeah, exactly, and it was Don's idea.
KFC has a girlfriend?
Several.
I said girlfriends.
Alright, well. Still pretty neat, Zeta. Does it require you to get in?
No.
How do we enter your demi-plane?
You don't.
That's lewd, senpai.
Go back to fishing.
Scutari.
I want to enter your temple.
I don't believe you guys are capable of any kind of planar travel magic, so none of you can enter the demiplane without me.
Don's gonna pull up a stool next to him, and he's gonna look at Zeta and pat it.
Okay. Zeta will sit on the stool.
He's gonna give you a fishing rod. And he's gonna
How-
tell her bluntly, bond with me, Zeta.
That's lewd, senpai.
The fish is aggressive.
All right, I'm going to make a profession of fishing.
This is stupid. Yeah. Oh my god.
Kill switch.
Zeta lost the rod.
I throw the rod in the water.
Don looks at her. Get it back.
I'll mage hand it back.
Kill switch.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a knowledge local.
You can go now. You've disappointed me enough for one day, Zeta.
I'd like to burn a lore master.
Perfect. You know that while West Crown doesn't export many things, one of the few things that it did export was wine.
Excellent. Yes.
So you can
I
get
will-
a cask of wine, but it is 400 gold.
I'll take 2.
Perfect.
Question.
Yes.
Wasn't Francis supposed to go on a ride?
What?
He peered into the void.
Yeah, and he took 2 wisdom damage.
Yeah,
Oh
you
wait,
didn't make it.
did I actually go in, or I
No,
thought
you-
I?
Oh no,
You got
it's
rejected
more.
by the
It's
big
more
man.
you tried to peer in, and you could feel something there, but then you just ended up with a searing headache.
Yeah.
See, you just got to push past that part and just dive on it.
You have to give in to the
Um,
darkness, Francis. You have to give in to the chaos. You have to embrace the greater parts of yourself.
I'll try again on another day, for sure.
Okay.
After I rest and the damage goes away.
How much wisdom damage did Francis take?
2.
2.
Just 2.
Ooh, what's your wisdom
Now he
at?
has none. I'm gonna bop you with an ability, whatever heal. Whatever.
What? Hold on.
Restoration.
Francis is like,
Do you
he's
have
scratching
lesser
his head. It's like,
restoration?
my head doesn't actually hurt at all. I don't feel any of this. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it did nothing for me.
Yeah, but what wisdom are you at now?
I'm at 12 out of 12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Frank's gonna hold up his ring and point to it as it glows with just sort of like a magical energy. It sort of has a glowing red energy about it. Point to that and say, I picked this up. It's supposed to help me with these kind of things. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling this at all.
Try it
Well,
again.
why not? Yeah, try again. Do it, Francis.
Come on, Francis.
I'll
Do it.
look at it. I guess it's got a little more juice in it. We can give it another go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Snips is slowly snipping claw to claw towards Francis.
Whoa there, buddy. It's all right. Looks like he's raring to go. Let's do it.
He's just slowly approaching. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Just one claw each step.
Wait, hold this, Francis. And Ober will give you a little 4-leaf clover. I think it'll help. And I'll give you a +2 to the save.
Okay. He'll hold that and take a deep breath and close his eyes.
Hey God, Francis. I've got an idea.
Oh, this is gonna be even better.
Go on.
Sable hands over the Cyclops helm.
You get to choose your role.
Does that take attunement?
I don't think it. I'm looking it up. Nope.
Okay. So, excellent. He'll put it on. Thumbs up at Sable. Look around at everyone.
Go learn your lunacy.
Sit down, fold his legs.
Don's gonna fold up his fishing rod and take a look at this. This ought to be
Everyone-
good.
He's gonna say it would help if everyone chanted along while this happens.
Nope. Zeta's gonna leave. How long would it take to craft a 25 gold item?
To what?
How long would it take to craft a 25 gold item?
I guess
Like,
it depends on the
An
item.
hour, I think.
Why is Zeta so sassy? The sass has been full blast this entire trip.
That's Captain Sass to you, all right?
What are you gonna do? Throw me over the poop deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the item.
You and what strength score?
For example, if you were to
Magic.
try to forge a dagger, I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because you don't have a forge.
No, I'm just trying to carve a wooden token.
Just trying to carve a wooden token.
Yes.
I don't know, 4 hours
Oh,
just to
there's-
whittle. I don't know how complex you're trying to make the token, but we'll say 4 hours.
Well, it's a feather token. It's an anchor feather token. It costs 50 gold.
Oh,
Construction, it's 25 gold.
that takes.
It's just a little wooden token.
Oh, yeah, probably
It
an
doesn't
hour
even
then,
require,
because so that's how the magical thing works, right?
it doesn't even require a spell cast. Like, it literally requires nothing but just raw material.
Don will offer her his whittling dagger.
Well, I'm sure there's some inscriptions or some other nonsense that the gold is covering. But okay, so Kill Switch, you sit down and you use the Cyclops helmet to see into the future briefly, and you realize that crossing your legs is a bad idea, so you cross them the other way. And then you realize that the place you're sitting is a bad idea, so you scoot a little to the left. And the result gets worse, so you scoot further to the right. Till eventually you find an outcome that doesn't end up in you seizing up. And your senses dull. And you can feel that headache starting to come, but you push through as Oberyn instructed. And everything just goes dark and quiet. And your vision starts to come back to you. And you're in the same bar with Randall.
We'll look around. Say, hello?
Randall's seems to be writing in a ledger, and he's a bit surprised about your presence. Because I wasn't expecting a guest.
Well, I was expecting a host. Sorry to come in uninvited. You can thank Aubrey for that. I wouldn't be so rude, but walk over towards him. Mind if I take a seat?
He motions to the seat, scribbles some notes.
Go sit down, kind of admire the bar.
You know this bar.
Then I'll say, what you working on there?
He looks down to his ledger and says, just collecting my thoughts.
That seems wise. Have you ever thought about praying to Asmodeus about that?
He
give him a little half grin.
He seems confused by the notion. Says, I can't say that I have.
It seems to work okay. But really, look, small talk aside, I feel like there's more out there than just Asmodeus. I've heard and read a little bit about something called Dark Tapestry. Do you know anything about that?
Ponders. I can't say that I'm all too familiar. Perhaps my greater self would know.
I'd be interested. I'm trying to get someone with some experience to get some new material, and he'll pull out his notebook and kind of look eagerly towards him. Anything you could tell me or give me any insight to, I'd appreciate.
He takes the notebook from your hand and looks at it. He kind of flips it sideways and then upside down. And he looks at Kill Switch. Is this language?
Yeah. We use we just call it common, but
Well, he turns it around and he points to the actual notes.
oh, yeah, he'll scratch his head and say, "Yeah, it's musical notation. I can teach you some of that if you want.
He shakes his head. No, this is all wrong. And he sees where you've been working on this piece, and he starts scratching things out and replacing them with his own notations. Says, you got it all wrong. These aren't scales. These are scales. And then he hands it back to you. And when you look at the paper, it's just nonsense. It's gibberish at best. You're not even sure you can do these chord progressions.
He's gonna scratch his head and say, "Huh, what modes are these?" I
And he
never
doesn't
thought of
even
it that way.
He doesn't even use the normal, the normal symbols for notes. It's like he's connecting notes where they're not supposed to go. You can only infer what you think he means.
Gonna pull out his lyre and try and stretch his hand just about as wide as possible to try and hit the notes that are impossibly far apart. It's like, oh, that really stings. I'll have to work on it.
He looks puzzlingly at your lyre as well and says, "Wouldn't this one be better?" And he reaches from behind you, and even though it's not where you keep it traditionally, he actually pulls your left-handed lyre from behind you.
Pick it up and take a look at it. Try and make the chords.
I mean, it seems like, while not easy, would be definitely more doable to hit these chords and these progressions with the lyre inverted like this, with it being a left-handed lyre at least.
Slap myself on the forehead and say, now it all makes sense.
So I can't vouch for other people's taste, but I feel like this is what music should be.
We're just gonna spend some time and maybe eventually start to get it and end up with some sort of maybe proggy sounding song.
When you're looking at it, it's hurting your head just looking at it, even though you have an idea how the chords are supposed to work and how the chord progressions should happen. It's just it induces migraines just thinking about it, and the migraine gets worse and worse until your vision blurs to the point of blacking out, and you wake up back on the ship.
Kind of stir awake, look around, see if everyone's still around him.
Yep. Your legs are still uncrossed. You're still sitting slightly to the right of where you originally sat.
Aubrey? Pull the helmet off.
Did it?
It's gonna pull out the left-handed lyre and say, there's much work to do.
I think it worked. Good on him.
He's gonna immediately start trying to set in motion those notes that he learned.
Okay. To everyone else, it sounds... the notes that he's playing shouldn't happen the way they're happening. Like, you've never heard him play notes like this. It sounds less like a lyre and more like a theremin.
Yeah.
So,
It's getting spooky in here.
Yeah, he's only gonna play a couple riffs out of it and say, so that's just the first taste of it, but I call this one Music Beyond the Spheres. Just kind of gesture his hands in like a spherical motion.
Appropriate.
so what's
It's
Zeta been doing?
definitely a fitting name.
I think this might help me call out further than I've ever called before. But it's just a theory. We'll have to try it. Just don't have anything worth trying it on yet.
You guys have a long journey ahead of you. Is there anything you would like to do in the coming weeks?
Halfway there.
I'll work on a non-zombie disguise.
Why you don't eat, sleep, drink anything, or anything
Right.
else.
Well, it's weird for Leland, because while you don't need to sleep, you find that if you rest, your wounds don't necessarily heal, but they do look better. You're still definitely undead, but every time you rest, some of your wounds close over to the point where you're no longer, at least not looking like a mangled corpse.
Oh. Leland could never trigger the Revenant armor
Because he's dead.
because he is the Revenant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, if I lose consciousness, then I am then
can't
just a
lose
dead
don't-
body.
consciousness.
You don't lose consciousness.
You can't lose consciousness.
Nope.
You just close your eyes and rest.
Yeah.
It's a very disconcerting. You're alone with your own thoughts.
But also,
and since you're 20 intelligence now, it's a lot of thoughts.
You're 20 intelligence now?
10 intelligence?
10.
Oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's 10.
It's still 200% more thoughts than he had before. Shut
That
up.
is 100% true.
But yeah.
But you guys don't know that.
Oh yeah, well, of course. I would go ahead and reiterate: do we want to check on Radis or anyone in the shield?
It's always a good idea to try to check on them.
Who do
think
we
can
want?
Do it this time?
Yes. Who do we want?
I guess Radis first.
Okay. Aubrey.
Wait. We've already checked on Radis. We know his situation to a
Oh,
degree.
right. He's
Oh
with
yeah,
the,
he's chilling.
What if
Is-
we were to check on that angel person from the shield?
do any of us know him?
You've heard of him.
All right,
Yeah,
what's his name?
I don't know.
Veil
his name.
Downer? Radis mentioned?
Do you guys have literally any other information? It is important.
He's from... Oh, no, we don't know he's from Longacre.
I would have some text about him from the play.
Nope. Play's not about him.
He was in the play, right?
Yeah.
I would at least know enough of his name and. that's
Talking about the
it.
sheet music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His parts.
His name is not in the sheet music. His part is in the sheet music.
Fair.
You're talking about like Shakespeare. They don't say the guy who played Shakespeare in Shakespeare. They say Shakespeare.
The guy that played Shakespeare.
Okay, hang on. So we have a. What did you say the name was?
Veil Downer.
Veil Downer.
Okay.
And he's an angel, from what we know.
Maybe we should check on someone we have more information on.
It might be a better idea, but hang on. I'm gonna spend a minute and I'm gonna cast Commune with Texts.
Okay.
And I guess we're gonna look up information about. Oh yeah, he is so asleep. That's okay. We don't need him for this part. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have told us about the shield
Fishing.
or fishing. Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I'm fishing.
It wasn't much of a store
Liz.
at first, but now it's
No, it's
Go ahead
building.
and move him to AFK.
It was atmospheric. This is like,
It was okay at first, and then it was just like, okay. So I will consult the texts for information about Vale.
Which spell is this?
This is Commune. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't have books. Not on this. I can tell you that the books you have don't know shit.
Did we not get any comic books from the Geek?
No.
We do have a comic book from the Geek.
What? Why do you think you took his comic book?
we didn't.
Thought he
take
had
his
extra.
comic
No,
book.
we didn't. That's right. Never mind. No,
We could.
I can
we did
pop
get
a
to
20
treat
on
Take
a
his
knowledge
lunchbox
local.
too.
I think he
hang on.
let us read it.
Hang on.
Can I knowledge
hang on.
local for knowing anything in the bars anyone's ever talked about him?
It's knowledge history.
I'm just doing the wrong thing.
I'll throw it
Take
in.
a 20
since I'm
on that.
pondering about.
You've already taken a 20 today.
No, it's been several days, right?
Oh yeah. If we're skipping a bunch, yeah.
I assume this is all happening progressively over.
Yeah. That makes
Oh
sense.
no, I can do
Several
all of
days.
this today.
Then
Okay.
no.
Okay, sorry,
No,
I was
have
giving
it.
you the wrong
Okay.
spell.
What's
I'll
the
do
spell?
the
I can
history.
do 2 per day.
Ah,
Oh, I still have another one. Wow.
Save it. What else do I know about the mysterious Veil Downer?
Oh, you'll know that from history he wasn't always an angelic being.
Here we go. So I meant to say I am casting Pagebound Epiphany.
Yeah, that's the spell I thought you were trying to say.
That's the spell I thought I was trying to say too, and then I looked at the spell text and I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. So I'll produce what books do I have? Does it matter?
So you have a blank book.
I have plenty. I have a ton of books. I have so many books. I'll produce a book. It doesn't matter what it is. And all of the books' pages are replaced with snippets and selections from countless books about Veil Downer. I have scoured the world's libraries for information about it.
Yeah.
That works too.
Okay.
All right, Aubrey, if you would read along with me.
I
Yeah.
could throw in my 2 cents.
You know,
My two
read it for
copper.
10 rounds and then make the check.
Yep, we'll read it for 10 rounds and then we'll make the check. If you want to. Is it knowledge history?
Yep.
Because it is his story. That's why they call it that.
All right, if you want to give me an assist,
What kind of roll is that? That's the knowledge history.
knowledge history.
Can't really assist with the knowledge.
Yeah, not really.
Okay, whatever. 38.
Remember this better. Well, oddly enough, in your page-bound epiphany, you get, quite a few. A lot of the snippets are from the comic books.
How convenient.
Mhm.
I'm also going to cast Scrivener's Chant.
I'm on
to-
sleep.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, Don.
It is a cantrip, so it's not really much casting to it. And I'm going to scribe. I'm going to pull out a sheet of paper, and I'm going to make a copy of this of the comic book. I'm gonna magically draw Veil Downer.
Okay. Your version of it is worse than you imagine the actual version is, because it's not a comic. It's snippets from multiple comics.
Right. It's something I've kind of pieced together.
Mm-hmm. You basically get a synopsis of the things that are, thought to be known about this person. It's essentially from humble beginnings, a bandit finds a sword of Asmodeus and becomes Asmodean lightning.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's close enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
wait, why would he become an angel then?
Duh, because Asmodeus.
But
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that they're using angel descriptively, and an Arrhenius could easily pass for an angel.
Yeah.
I guess so. I've never seen one. I don't really know what that is.
That's right. I don't think Sable went to hell either.
Oh, well, for all intents and purposes, it's an evil angel. They have red wings, though. Well, hang on. I guess not always. We're gonna look at the picture. Does the picture of Vale look more like an Arrhenius or an angel?
It looks more like an Arrhenius.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured would be the case.
Mm-hmm.
While we're at it, the comic books, the snippets of the comic books, did they give me the rest of the shield as well? Like,
Very rarely you'll see little bits and pieces, including it seems like a one-off character, the Nobody. It's just a small cloak with an Asmodean symbol on it.
interesting.
It
Okay,
looks like it's
I
at
would
the end of
also-
a book, and it says the Nobody was there also. The whole time.
the whole time. Is there anything about maybe like a succubus?
You don't see a succubus get mentioned in any of it.
Oh, okay, interesting. I guess they would probably be a little bit too chaotic. We're also, and I'm going to kind of give this one to you to interpret because I feel like I might be pushing the boundaries of a. So Scrivener's Chant. The spell imbues a quill with animate energy and rapidly transcribes words from one page to another.
You just want to get the pictures.
I just want to get the pictures. I feel like that's not too far out of the.
I'd say you get like a Xerox of the picture where it's like, it's not a good picture. It's like faded in places it shouldn't be, but.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have pictures of the members of the Shield and the Nobody.
Yeah. Sort of.
Well, I guess you said the Nobi's just like literally just a cloak.
It's a cloak. It looks like it's a cloak, and it's filled with darkness, and it's small, and it has an Asmodean symbol on the hood of the cloak.
Okay, we're not worried about that.
On a out-of-character question, who the hell was that?
It's Tassel.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not just gonna assume because he's small that it's Tassel, but god damn it.
Sorry, but
Runs a casino in hell.
When your whole thing is not being seen.
That's fair.
Okay, now that we have that, Aubrey produced the mirror.
Mirror produced.
And we're going to cast Scrying on Veil Downer. And I'm going to point to the picture of Veil Downer while I cast Scry and hope that our second-hand knowledge and his likeness is enough to get him. I'm presuming it's not.
I don't know why you're trying. He's dead.
Because that's metagame knowledge, thank you.
They're dead. We all know they're dead. We already
No, we
knew they
don't.
were dead.
We were told that Veil Downer comes back all the time.
No, you don't get anything off the scribe.
Okay. Who else?
We have
Who else?
Tassel's chest. We get scry on him.
Who's Tassel?
The little guy from hell.
Yeah. Let's scry on Tassel. Spend another hour scrying on Tassel. It presumably fails, as Tassel is more than likely on another plane.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, nothing. All right, who else do we
Tassel's
want?
dead.
Don, you
egg.
say everyone's dead, but Radis came back. You came back.
Can we scry on the egg?
Greg?
Greg.
Bragg is
Break
an
the
inanimate
egg.
object.
He's an individual.
Greg is
We
a person.
Maybe we could just call for Bragg. Maybe he could tell us something.
Yo, Greg!
Sentient
Well-
objects are considered creatures, are they not?
Ahoy, old Bragg!
Intelligent items are, and he is. We wouldn't know what he.
We'll produce rum in a boot for old Bragg.
You have a drink Bailey's out of a shoe.
So
I'm
you,
going to sacrifice black tentacles, and we're going to cast another scry
Mhm.
on Breg.
okay. No.
Okay, nothing.
I don't think
Well,
they want to be scry.
Very well. Zaflon.
You know, burn another
We've met him
spell.
firsthand and do it.
Burn another spell to scry again.
No. Ober, you can go ahead and put away the mirror.
Mirror away.
For Zaflon, we need a little something more potent. And I'm going to cast Greater Scrying. This is only going to take one standard action to cast.
Let's see what greater scrying even does.
The spell functions like scrying, except as noted above. Additionally, all of the following spells function reliably through the sensor. Detect chaos, detect evil,
Uh-oh.
detect good, detect law, detect magic, message, read magic, and tongues. There's no percentage chance for it to fail. It's one standard action to cast. It requires no components other than verbal and somatic, and it lasts for 1 hour per level.
No.
It's a big scry.
It's a big scry. Okay, nose of flawn. Very well. Radis it is.
Okay.
We'll
Another.
cast Greater Scrying on Radis.
Oh, greater scrying.
Yes.
Give me a will save for Radis.
What was that?
Will save for Radis.
Oh, god damn it. Let me pull up the motherfucking sheet. Stupid piece of shit cowboy that nobody cares about.
I would.
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on. We care about Radis a lot.
No, but
He's
Radis
a
is
rude
dead, guys. He's
cowboy.
dead.
No, he's not.
Do
We
we
went over that last session.
I
He
know.
is not dead.
do we have any of his possessions or
Yeah, I was actually going
Hair?
to ask. Could I make? I have a mark of blood on Radis.
Nope.
Could I utilize that for like maybe the same bonus as having a possession of his?
Have you tried to use your mark of blood?
Oh yeah, I guess I should do that before I cast Greater Scrying. That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will use a move action to determine the direction and general distance of Radis.
You get nothing.
Fuck. All right, yeah, Don's right. Radis is dead. Moving on.
Here's my will save.
So are you scrying?
Yeah, whatever. Okay, Scrying, give me the will save.
Wah!
And would
So 24
Would
would be
we-
your...
would- well, hang on. Would we be okay with counting the Mark of Blood as being any kind of connection with Radis?
No. I'd say you know the subject well. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
we
cool.
have
Yeah,
his
it
likeness
beats it.
or a
So just
picture?
modify the save by
Or
5.
it yeah, sorry. So 19, so fails.
Your save is only... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. You modified his... Okay, yeah. So yeah, you see... Radis having dinner with Yersi. Well, dinner is a loose word for this. Radis is eating what looks like oatmeal, while Yersi is eating some cut of meat.
Okay, cool. So
Radis is
I'm gonna just go
attempting-
ahead and
Small talk of some sort, and Yersi is barely humoring him.
I'm sorry, Radis. Okay, so
Somebody please help this man.
Zeta's just gonna leave this up.
Perfect.
It's going to last for 13 hours. We are going to spy on Radis for 13 hours. Spying is a hard word, but mostly we want to just check in on our buddy.
We're
Make
there.
sure
in
he's okay, find out
spirit.
what's going on, so we could support him later.
Okay.
You can talk
Give
to
me
it, right?
give me a sense motive, Zeta.
If Radis starts like doing something lewd, I will cancel the spell though.
Whoa, now.
Say, Miss Dragon, you come around here often?
Say, Miss Dragon, those scales are looking mighty scaly today.
How's about you let old Radis prime off? All right,
I
and
re-
we're done.
I
Hey,
reckon
Miss
you're up for a
Dragon.
fixin'.
You want some fuck?
Actually,
damn.
wait, what's his charisma score? That's accurate, actually.
All right, sorry. What did you ask?
Sense motive.
Sense motive.
Okay. Ooh. Can I decline?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Or
well,
can you just roll it anyway?
Fine.
Yeah,
Ah!
that's cool.
I
So
want to
yeah,
point out that this is like the third one I've rolled.
Yeah,
it's yeah.
It's not a good night.
yeah. This is the third one. You've
Since we're all watching, can I give one?
Yeah, everybody can watch this. It's like a big holographic TV screen. It's actually much cooler than the mirror.
Much cooler than the mirror. Yeah, you
So we don't
try.
have to like look down. It's like
Nope, it's just right in front
Vertical?
of us.
that is convenient. Let's just chill.
In fact, hang on.
Six sense motive.
It actually looks like a three-dimensional 3D screen.
But like depth wise, like a 3DS screen.
We can kind of wait, hang on. Okay, there's illusory Oculus Rifts that you guys can put on and be inside of the scry.
Now we are gratis. We can just play around. Sand.
It's not that fancy. You just get to see Radis and 10 feet around him.
This is witchcraft, Zeta.
That's a spellcraft check to make Oculus Rift binoculars or fucking goggles.
So what is a 39 sense motive reveal?
So, but you watch this interaction for about an hour or so. This dinner.
Holy shit! How do you have 21 sense motive?
And she's a wisdom character.
Oh,
That's part of
goddamn.
my class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Something seems off about Radis. You don't remember him being this trusting of strangers. You don't remember these two ever knowing each other very well. He's acting very friendly.
That is suspicious.
Oh no, he's charmed.
Actually, that would have been a 40 because I forgot to do my skills.
So what's going on?
Oh, Sable will relay this that something seems really off about him. It's like he's there and not there at the same time.
Well, he's clearly right there.
Mentally.
No, this is really here. Oh, him.
Yes.
But
Hmm.
other than it being very off, the only things you really see happen is the two of them eat dinner, and then Radis eventually retires to a, you could call it a room, but it's really, I mean, it is a room, I guess. There's nothing in the room, and he sleeps on a small, thinly stretched out bit of hay.
This poor man. Maybe he'd want to join us on our journey.
He seems very happy about it.
I don't know. That's not the Radis I know. I feel like we should abduct him in his sleep and bring him onto an adventure. He needs that in his life.
Sure, but where is he?
Do we have any kind of inkling as to where he might be?
Not with the 10 feet around him you've seen of a...
Yeah, and he also hasn't gone outside or anything.
No, you guys scryed on him in the evening. Even then, if he did walk around where he's at, 10 feet area, it's very small.
Okay.
Mentally
I'll
map
put
out that.
all of my drawings of the shield into a scroll case and tuck it into my bag. Aubrey, you can put the mirror back now. And we'll just, if he's just gone to sleep, we'll just go ahead and turn off the TV.
Okay. I assume you all retire as well.
I'm going to craft some feather tokens.
Sure.
We'll just do 3 of them, so 3 hours, and then we go to sleep.
Okay.
The unseen crew are given the order to proceed, but slowly. And whoever wants to keep watch can keep watch.
Okay.
Leland can keep watch.
Probably Leland.
Probably Leland.
Leland, give me a
It seems to be
perception check.
something he's pretty good at.
Okay, perception is...
At some point in the middle of the night, the eyeballs are going to return to
Oof.
me.
Leland, in the low moonlight, one thing that catches your eye in the night is fairly deep in the water, you see a shimmer. And then it's just gone. But Zeta, your eyes return to you. They were going underwater, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As they return to you, I'd say 4 or 5 actually make it back. As small, round, flitting objects tend to call the wrong type of attention underwater.
Fully expected.
Many of the eyes see just random fish nip at the other eyes, just bamfing them. Nothing absurdly hostile seeming. One of the eyes got very close to the bottom, like the shelf that you guys are sailing above. And can I tell you that there are a lot of skeletons of things down there? It is absolute pandemonium of skeletons.
Dude, the eyes are hype for these skeletons.
And then one of the eyes, on the way back to the ship, sees in the distant dark waters a shimmer, but from underwater and from a much better vantage point, it's definitely serpentine in nature as it zips away.
Ooh, fancy.
And it shimmers in all the colors of the rainbow when it does. So,
Okay, so we'll get that back. I am going to. What would this be? Like iron. What do you think? Could I use craft weapons to like smith a tuning fork, like just a fork?
you don't have the resources to smith things. You don't have a forge.
If you have a file, you could just go at it forever. It'll only take like 2 weeks. Do you have a good file?
No, that's fine. We'll fix this. What time is it?
It's probably really late at night.
Damn.
Because this is when Leland's on watch.
Okay, then yeah, we'll just.
But you have plenty of time if you want to do something over the next few weeks.
Yeah. So at some point, I would like to teleport back to, I guess West Crown. Ooh, but I guess nobody will probably. We did cause quite a ruckus attacking the mayor.
Attacking
Whatever.
such a nice man.
Does anybody need to go on a shopping trip?
I need to know the order of events for this. So you guys get up. Abaday is 26th. What is Zeta doing for these?
Preparing spells.
Mhm.
And then we need to go on a shopping trip.
Okay.
Does anybody need to go shopping?
I think we did all that. What are you trying to buy, Zeta?
I need a tuning fork. Can you provide me with a tuning fork?
I can at least make sure it's in the right pitch, in the right. Yeah, I can help you buy one. It's not a big deal.
Great. Francis, I need you to put on a glove first.
Look around. And just peel them off of Don, right? No. Okay, I'll put on a glove. Say it. All right, there you go, Zeta. Hold out his hand.
Does anybody else need to go?
No, I went before we left.
But I went yesterday. I went last week.
Okay, so we'll teleport, and we're gonna go buy some tuning forks. So I need an untuned fork, which should be 25 gold.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can find a good one that's on sale. Hold on. Like the diplomacy for a discount.
And dead.
Right. And sale? Because it's important. Because we're going to save West Crown. AKA... I don't know. I'd have to feel out this vendor and see who he's down for.
Well, luckily you know the person. So when you guys arrive in West Crown, the only place Killswitch would know that there's a tuning fort is in the music shop, where he bought his sheet music. But unfortunately, you guys have a bit of a reputation in this town. But you are able to get it for 30 gold.
You bitch. I'm assuming that they don't have any tuning forks that are attuned to hell or anything, huh?
No, this is a music shop.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You did say music shop. Okay. So we'll add that to my collection of tuning forks.
You want to
fuck.
give me a knowledge local, Lita?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind. Carry on.
What I know of the 25?
You don't know what she's trying to know.
Would Zeta ask me if I knew what she's trying to know?
Yeah, so you can ask you whatever question she wants.
Yeah. Francis, do you happen to know where they would sell attuned tuning forks? Like a tuning fork that's attuned to hell, or, the Maelstrom, or Nirvana. Well, probably not Nirvana, but like the Boneyard.
I mean, I probably ran into some religious bands, in my time in the taverns. Feels like it might come up at some point.
Killswitch, if you're burning your thing for it, you know that
Yeah, meow.
tuning forks that are attuned to planes are heavily regulated. At least they were.
I mean, you never know with the new administration.
What if I would know if someone who could do it, maybe the Order of the Gate?
Mm-hmm. It's not out of reason.
Yeah, we can go ask those guys, Zeta. We can get a couple of tuning forks and ask them to tune it.
I don't know. That sounds like a bad idea.
We did so much for them already.
Hang on. You said those were only 30 gold? I'll actually go ahead and buy like 3 of them.
Okay.
And I do have 2 tuning forks from Blippi already. One of them is to Hell. But what was the other one to?
The other one should be the prime material.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
That's how we would get to and from hell.
Yep, that would make sense.
It's basically his plane tickets to his summer home.
All right, and I also need to go and collect some scrolls. So we're going to walk on down to the scroll shop. I'm assuming that they're also going to try to rip us off?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll just go for...
So the markets here have changed drastically due to market forces changing drastically. Normally, scrolls would be normal price, but for you, they would be double price. But worse than that, for everybody else, they're also double price right now because there's not the normal group of people producing scrolls. Things that would be normal price right now would be necromancy scrolls. So really what you have here is triple price for everything except for necromancy, which is double price.
Gross. In that case, we're just going to buy a level 0 scroll and a level 1 scroll.
Hold on, Zeta. I feel like I should be able to talk him down a little bit.
All right, see what you can do.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. He's able to talk him down to normal price for necromancy scrolls and double price for everything else.
They can't shave even just a little bit off. Come on, guys. We saved West Crown. In the future.
It's
Hypothetically.
And not to
Theoretically.
mention, right. Look, we get it. You need to make some money. But I got a guy who says he can get it cheaper.
Like the necromancer who runs this particular scroll shop glares at you and then tells his zombies to glare at you, but the zombies can't glare.
Sir. Please.
Look, we're resellers. We got to make money on it too. You see.
Fine. He does not want to invest in the opportunity of a lifetime. That's okay.
Yep. It's okay.
It's not every day that necromancers get to learn about the secrets of the the flying pyramids of Osiria. But that's fine. That's fine. We don't owe him anything. All right, Here you go, sir. 75 gold.
All right.
And we'll purchase a scroll of alarm and a scroll of message. All right. Fuck these guys. We're out. We'll teleport back to the boat.
All right. Roll me the D20.
D100.
D20.
But a D20 is boring.
Yeah, I know.
Made it.
Neat. Okay. So you both take 3 points of damage. And then okay. It's this direction. Perfect. You're both underwater.
Why?
You didn't stop the ship before you teleported to Westgrad. So
But
it
I'm very
kept-
familiar with the ship.
Yeah, but it's not where you thought it is.
But the ship is where I thought it is because it's still the ship. The
Mm,
ship's cabin is still in the ship, and the ship is still the ship. I'm very familiar with the ship.
A false destination is a place that does not truly exist, or if you're telling to an otherwise familiar location that no longer exists as such or has been completely altered as to no longer be familiar with you. Basically, you, instead of parking the car and then going in to buy groceries, you just jumped out of the moving car, and then you
Well, the
went back
car
to where
hasn't been altered.
no, the car
The car
kept,
is still the same car.
yeah, but the car kept
Still
going.
the same car.
You're not going back to the place.
Whenever
I'm
you
not-
move the car, you don't move the seats. You don't
I'm
leave the
not-
seat.
I'm not trying to go back to the place. I'm going back to the car. I'm not going back to where the car was. I'm going back to the car.
You're not. You have to go back to where the car was.
No, I'm
Here's
going
the
back to
thing.
the car.
Okay, you teleport to a place. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The boat's not actually
ship.
a place. It's a
The
thing
ship is
in a
is a
place.
designated destination.
It's a vehicle.
Yeah, which is a designated destination.
No. Can't teleport. Can't teleport onto a ship. You can teleport to where a ship is.
I have a very clear idea of the location and the layout of the destination.
Mm-hmm.
Clear the mental image, the more likely the teleportation works.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is a location. Especially
Specifically, a
specifically
room in the
the-
ship.
the
Roll,
deck on
I
the ship.
guess, profession sailor to account for the moving of the ship.
I guess the real question
Maybe?
is, are you designating an XYZ W coordinate
Yes.
in space-time, or are you designating an item with its own XYZ W coordinate in space-time? Because it sounds like we're designating a specific item with its own transform property.
Okay. Let me ask a question. Why did you stop the ship before you made your demiplane? Because you knew when you came out of the demiplane, you were going to come out where you went in. If you didn't already think that that's how this worked, you wouldn't have stopped the ship.
Right, because that would have been planar travel,
Mm-hmm.
not teleporting to the ship.
Yeah. It's right there. scry on the ship and then teleport, but you didn't.
Alright, then let's retroactively do that if the spell wouldn't work that way. Because I would know that the spell wouldn't work that way.
Yeah, so that's probably a good idea to do that instead.
Okay, so we'll scry on Don. Oh, there he is. He's fishing.
Will save. Denanovan.
Alright, fine, Leland.
Yeah,
Well,
Leland will save.
Not to be that guy, but Mage's Private Sanctum.
Oof!
Oh
Ooh,
no,
that is true.
you can't scry on anybody on the ship.
Thank you for being that guy.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yep, he was that guy.
So you can't scry on the ship. So you either stay in West Crown or attempt to teleport.
At long last, we're free of them!
I
The
Oh, no,
grave
I
has
did it.
been dug.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, now you guys are on a ship that can't turn.
Bye.
And this is how Zeta got us all killed.
Well,
Okay.
well
I'll
at worst, it's one day, right? Mage's Private Sanctum.
Oh, yeah, it's just one day.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use the Mark of Blood I have installed on Leland to determine his exact location, and I'm going to teleport next to him. Mark of Blood is a transmutation spell and goes through Mage's Private Sanctum.
Well, you know the general distance of the creature.
You can go ahead and define general if you want.
Okay. Hundreds of miles.
Good enough.
Do you have a second teleport?
Yeah.
The first one will probably get you into line of sight.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Well, there's nothing that gives you line of sight to where you're trying to teleport the first time.
I'm gonna be honest, requiring line of sight sounds like the dumbest fucking thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and ignore that part because that sounds fucking stupid.
Why is that stupid?
Requiring line of sight.
It makes total sense as long as you're trying to teleport onto a moving thing.
It's not even moving that fast.
It doesn't have to move that fast. Probably took you guys a couple of hours to make all these shopping stops.
Why would it take us a couple of hours?
When you have to
I can
walk to
teleport
these.
instantly.
Yeah.
I
How
could
many?
literally shop in like 15 minutes.
Well, you go into the music shop, then you go into the magic shop.
Teleported to the music shop. Fly over to the magic shop. Done.
Yeah, and then you gotta haggle the whole time with kill switch.
He haggled. It was very ineffective, and
It
it
was
only
pretty
took like a minute
effective.
at worst.
Yeah, it was only 43s.
It was only 43s, and it did absolutely nothing. So
Well, you cut the cost down by like a third,
for what, the scrolls?
and the tuning forks
How much did we cut the tuning fork down by?
by half.
We got them for 30.
Yeah, I'm aware. You guys have a terrible reputation here.
I feel like
You guys tried to
Francis had
kill their
pretty
Lord Mayor
decent.
in an open field in front of everybody.
No, only the crowd that was there.
He has very
Which,
good
you know.
relations with his people.
Either way,
But How far can gossip travel if they don't have a name?
I mean, I'm blue.
I'm loud.
Kill Switch is specifically, he's made it a point to be known.
He does currently look like he worships Selket, though.
I mean,
so we could just switch that back. Great, now it looks like he's back to Asmodeus.
Whoa, hold on, Zeta.
Now it's back to Desna.
I'm gonna pop it back to Selket.
God damn it.
Prestidigitation fights.
Reboot.
Okay.
Reboot.
So,
Yo,
let me see something.
do you mind if we take 10 or something?
Sure. We
Sure.
can figure out the teleportation thing while you guys smoke.
Yeah. Get something to drink to wake myself the hell up, because I just passed the fuck out.
It's also
At
concerning
least you
that
weren't
teleport
snoring.
is only a verbal component.
Hey,
I mute my mic when I'm not talking.
Well, my question is, are we gonna be fucking with teleportation shit for the next hour? Because if so, I'm probably gonna big bounce.
Okay, fine. We'll use greater teleport.
I mean, the thing is that if we're not doing anything tonight, then I don't want to waste my time with tonight. No offense.
Chance to wrap up target this year.
I mean,
Please say information. Yeah, that's way better. Why didn't you just do that to begin with?
because I have teleport.
Yeah, but if you can't do the thing that you're trying to do, just do the thing that lets you do the thing you want to do.
Fine, I'll do the thing that lets me do the thing I want to do.
All of that? Spent like 15 minutes when you have greater teleport?
I've only got a couple of them. I've got like 5 teleports.
Oh, a couple of teleports a day on this month journey?
Yes. Look, we had to get through the episode where we're seeing, what are the rules, and then we move on.
God damn it. I'll be right back.
What are the rules? Okay, well, he's gone. Who's still here?
Oi.
I'm here.
Okay, I can teleport us straight to Sophis. Greater teleport's amazing. I didn't look at it all that much before because I just kind of assumed I was going to take it.
Why are we not in fucking Sothis right now?
So, greater teleport. The spell functions like teleport, except there is no range limit.
We
and
have
it's
wasted
live
this
off target.
entire session.
You keep saying that, but how many fish did you catch?
None of it, not enough for it to matter, apparently.
Whoa, Don, you
No.
matter.
No one ever praised my fishing. Oh, Zeta can teleport, but I bet she can't catch fish.
You could have come and sold your fish at the market.
I mean, I
I'm back.
didn't want to do it, but I'm gonna cast Scoop and just scoop a bunch of fish out of the water.
Well, you're cheating now. It's not the spirit of fishing.
You didn't use your physical capability to do it.
It's not about the physical capabilities. Fishing
I'll,
is sacred.
I'll stun a pot of fish with my Say, there you go.
Hits it with sound burst. And the scoop floats up to the top, and the two of us scoop him up out of the water. And Don's just kind of like, motherfucker.
We'll
No,
sit
you
there and just do that for a little bit.
Just start
No,
singing in the
just thunder
fish.
call.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
thunder
yeah, I
call the
can-
water.
that's what he's doing.
Thunder calls and kills a whole school of fish.
Don just throws his stool off the boat.
Don
Now
just
we're
throws
flinging
kill-
poop.
Don just throw. Oh, god damn it. Stop it. That was good, though. I'm ashamed of you. Don just throws Francis off the boat.
And there's nothing stopping him, right?
Francis
really
will
isn't.
fly.
Oh, well, I guess that's going to stop him.
Yeah, devil boy now.
All right. We'll tell the crew to stop.
Good idea.
Well, hang on. No, we're on a break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. When teleport fucks up, it really fucks up. In case everybody else wasn't aware.
Hmm.
Because when it fucks up, you're a percentile of the distance away from where you were supposed to be in a random direction. So I rolled 2d8s. One's for the horizontal direction, the other's for the vertical direction.
Percentiles are pretty big, over 1,300 miles.
Now let me just fold reality around. What could go wrong?
Next time, Gadget.
Yeah, next time. Well, stop.
Reality, per se.
I'm gonna stop the ship so that we can plane shift a bunch.
Isn't all teleportation through the like shadow plane?
Who knows? Yeah, I totally forgot she made her own boat scry-proof.
Thanks, Ethan.
That's why as soon as she was like, I'm going on a shopping trip, I was like, I need to know exactly what you're doing. As soon as she was like, I'm gonna teleport to West Grand, I was like, well, it's about to get fucky.
It almost got pretty exciting.
Greater teleport's busted.
Yeah, that's what Elle was saying. He took it without reading it.
Yeah, you just need a reliable description of the place.
And if it's a
Straight to
false
surface.
destination, you just don't go.
Mm-hmm. That's way better than going and being fucked.
We have come a long way.
Yep. I have to find some other way for the merman to take kill switch.
No. You back off. I don't want to. I'm surprised Dawn didn't try and fish up those dolphins I put in Zeta's demiplane.
Didn't really have a chance. We were shunted out almost immediately.
Yeah. Get him next time, champ. There's always more.
Welcome to my demiplane. Why? Why not? Get out.
Basically, that's exactly what happened.
I
Is it
can't,
because I
I
insulted
can't
the
stress
lack of
to you
books?
enough how temporary this is. Meanwhile, Donovan's just in a zen place. He's just been fishing for days.
By the way, we could have been there for, I don't know, a week.
It's only been like 3 days because
We could have been there a week ago.
yeah, could have been there an hour ago.
Yeah, this is our second day.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, what do you guys want to do over the next couple of weeks? I want to scry on everybody. Oh, what do we know about Vale? Oh, Roman history. Oh, I can do a history with a perfect 20 tomorrow. No, I'm gonna do it today.
What? I can do multiples of those every day.
Yeah, it's just like, if you guys are actually taking the ship there, it'll take like a month. Alright. What do you guys want to do over the next few weeks? Well, it hasn't been 2 hours yet.
In better news, the how you like that tie-in with Randall?
It's pretty good.
It's like, how do I justify KFC?
Hey, like that
Thank you for-
plausible
thank you for-
deniability.
Working in with that.
Sorry, I fell asleep at that point. What happened between you and Randall?
Randall wrote his sheet music.
And you know how to play it? I learned a secret technique.
It looks an awful lot like a Picasso.
Yeah.
But it's sheet music.
And it's easier to play on his left-handed lyre.
Pizzicato?
Would it be even easier with 2 left hands?
Who knows?
Ooh.
What about 2 left claws?
Big, meaty.
You can play the world's tiniest violin.
Don't tempt me. Zeta's gotta have a shrink object spell. There's gotta be a way to do that. I know we can do people, but I think you can do objects.
Yes, there is a shrink object spell. It makes it cloth-like and tiny.
Yeah, 3rd level wizard spell.
I know because Gerald folded
Threw
his
his
book into a
paper
paper
book.
airplane.
Yep. Here's kill switch soon.
I'm back.
Yeah. Just well,
I'm back.
I'm back. Did you get lost? Yeah.
Yeah.
Runs off.
And this is why I don't drink anymore.
Still just missing L now.
Because he waited until 10 minutes into the break to actually leave.
Yeah. Did you chuckle about chuckles? I want to laugh.
couldn't tell if I was echoing or you were clicking your tongue along with me.
No, I have a thing that I'm fidgeting with that's making clicking noises.
Yeah, okay.
You just happen to be clicking your tongue along with it.
I didn't know if it was becoming a meme.
Becoming a meme.
Which, if I can summon Lychus for a minute, learn that it has Greek roots to the word.
You know what they say about the Greeks?
What was it, like mimesthesia?
What about Greek?
I got one of them. Let me look it up again so I don't mess it up. Because, Mimema? Is that the etymology of it?
What's the word? The original word you're looking at?
Meme.
Mimestai. Yeah, to imitate in Greek.
Oh, that's off
Or
of
where we
mimic,
get the
though.
word meme.
That would kind of insinuate that all memes are reposts. That's not necessarily true.
Isn't that kind of the whole idea of it being a meme? Is that it's going to repost? If you post a single meme and no one reposted, is it really a meme?
Can't get into philosophy now.
Use got an
If a tree
no
memes in the forest and there's no one around to hear it, does it still take a long time to say?
Having spoken to an actual treant, yes.
I think Light just died.
And dead.
Apparently we had a chatter at one point. I'm gonna magically draw. As we can see, modern problems require modern solutions. But modern in quotations. Yeah, it was gonna be pretty bad if Zeta couldn't get back to the ship. Because none of you guys could sail.
Again, it only would have been one day, and the ghosts would have been fine holding the ship for one day.
Yeah. But yeah, being under the ocean was also bad for the both of them. Verbal components are probably difficult while under the ocean.
So, does it rely on hearing them, or
No.
the sound leaving the mouth?
Yeah, I imagine it depends on the sound. That's why silent spells are silent.
So it doesn't matter if the sound is garbled by the water around it, as long as upon leaving the mouth,
no, I think that matters.
I mean, how far does it have to go before it triggers?
Who knows? But I do know it
Because
doesn't
you
work
can
in an area of
speak
silence.
underwater, it's just no one else can hear you.
Yeah, if you're in an area of silence, you can still speak. It's just no sound is produced. But you can't use verbal components.
So it's more about hearing it then. Without hearing it, there is no sound, there is only noise.
It's probably deeper than that. Because if by that logic, someone else could speak the words.
Well,
do you really want your verbal components going towards someone else's fireball?
Well, no, it's more hearing the person in question. There's still ownership of the sound, but... Well, then the next question is, who has to hear it?
Right. Just because you're deaf doesn't mean you can't use verbal components. Oh, did I just lose connection?
AFK.
Oh.
He lost complete connection.
No, he's just AFK.
Oh, he is.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, anybody want to shoot him a text or something?
Bold of you to assume I have his number.
Well, give him till about 35. We can either continue without him, or not.
I'd probably say call it for the night, because I know I'm passing the hell out. I think Don's passing the hell out.
Oh, I'm not passing out. I just have
Anymore.
nothing to do right now. This is very much so the caster section of the campaign.
Yeah,
When we get back to punching things, well,
punching and shooting things.
This is why I hate it whenever I'm like, let's do a time skip. People are like, I could use my time so efficiently, though.
I was totally on board with the time skip.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I was gonna do.
It's like the
Fish.
third or
I
fourth
was gonna
time this has
learn to
happened.
fish and catch boots.
So the worst part is he was about to teleport us,
Mm-hmm.
and then realized that we were on break. So he's like, "Wait, hold on, I'll wait," and left.
Yep.
A hiccup. A hiccup.
I don't know. Maybe his apartment caught fire.
Why would his apartment catch fire?
I don't know. Arsonists?
Who would arsonize his apartment?
I don't know where he lives. You could have bad people. Like Ryan there. Ryan probably did it.
No, you'd know if I was on my car, Bluetooth radio, whatever. You'd hear the difference.
Oh, true.
Also, there's a lot of brick downstairs. It's tough to burn that. You can get it from. Yeah, you could probably get it.
Hello, cat. I'm going to lift you now. You did this to yourself. You got in lifting range. You have been lifted. And now I will roughly pet you. Ow! Okay, yeah, I deserve that.
Good job, Toast.
I absolutely deserve that. You got me good. I don't think he's coming back, guys.
No.
Yep.
Sad guitar.
Yep.
I'm trying to pick the sad boy
And-
notes.
I already know what's gonna happen. If we try to continue, it's gonna come back and be like, but I was gonna do this. Let's
That's
go back.
where we should end.
On a related note, Jade Regent boys, expect Jade Regent like within the next week.
Okay.
And then cancellation the week after.
I figured.
Somebody should get that mythic.
I'm not giving them mythic.
Guess it's not officially canceled then.
We're only level 2. Why would we have mythic levels?
I'm just gonna kill them.
Right.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
outright kill them.
What do we want to do?
I say kill it.
All right. That's 2
Wow,
for
that's
kill it.
just I say kill it. All right.
Well, we have 2 votes for kill it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done shit.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's been kind of frustrating, to be honest.
So I have a ring that I can no longer use because I'm undead. And I was going to make a joke, but honestly, it's not worth it.
What ring can you no longer use?
The Ring of Presumption. After taking damage, I can... Wait, hold on. Regain 5 hit points per round. That is not positive energy, that's just recovery.
Okay. What's the spell that goes into making the item?
Regenerate. Body parts grow back. It cures points of damage.
Yeah, nothing about this says positive energy.
It has no effect on non-living creatures, including undead.
Oh.
There
Yep.
we go.
Yep, that last line. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. At least it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, at least it doesn't kill me.
Not yet. Give it time.
So, where are you standing on this, Aubrey? Dustin?
Rip.
Alright, I guess Dustin is dead. No surprise. So I think that's majority.
Yeah.
Oh, no wait. His mic's just fucked. No. Nope. Close and reopen Discord.
Why? So you can say, yeah, I say we kill it.
Yeah, exactly. How about you, Nathaniel? Where you at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think we can kill it.
Alright, the kills have it. I'm gonna kill off old Stremo and I
How about we kill off this campaign?
Yeah, well, put up a poll. And Stremo is killed.